Hello dear students, today's topic is linear magnification. So linear magnification is nothing but is just a comparison. So we are going to compare height of the image with respect to height of the object. We know that height of the image is different at different instants depending upon position of the object. If object lies at infinity, then image lies at a principal focus, size of the image is greatly diminished. If object lies beyond center of curvature, then its image lies between center of curvature and principal focus, that is in case of a concave spherical mirror, and size of the image is diminished. So like this we have discussed these cases in our last class. Then what is the meaning of this linear magnification? So linear magnification, it is as like as a percentage calculation. So we are going to calculate the percentage out of 100, 70, out of 100, 50, out of 100, 60, out of 100, 100, like this. See here, while calculating the percentage, denominator value remains the same, 100, 100, 100, 100. But there is a change in numerator value. Similarly, in case of spherical mirrors, object at infinity beyond center of curvature, at center of curvature, in between center of curvature and principal focus, or at principal focus in between pole and principal focus, in these all cases, height of the object remains same, but there is a change in height of the image. If image is bigger, how much bigger? If image is smaller, how much smaller as compared with height of the object? That is known as linear magnification. And there is no any unit and dimensional formula for this linear magnification. So this linear magnification is just number. So let us note the definition for linear magnification. Linear magnification, it is represented by small m. It is the ratio of height of the image or size of the image formed by the spherical mirror to the size of the object. So this is known as linear magnification. So it is represented by small m. So mathematically we can write a linear magnification is equal to size or height of the image, divided by height of the object. So here height of the image, let us say h subscript I be the height of the image and h subscript O with the height of the object. So for 1 mark they may ask, mention the equation for linear magnification. Then your answer is height of the image to the height of the object. Or for 1 mark they may ask, define linear magnification in case of a spherical mirror. Even though we can express this linear magnification in terms of object distance and image distance. So let us consider a ray diagram by using a concave spherical mirror. Outer surface is opaque, inner surface is reflecting. When object lies beyond center of curvature, so this is the object, let us say AB be the object, lies beyond center of curvature. So then we know that there is a need of 2 incident light rays in order to plot the position of the image. Let us consider incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, another incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis. So this object lies beyond center of curvature. So this point is center of curvature. Then line incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection a reflected light ray passes through principal focus, direction of reflected light ray. So this point is principal focus, capital F. And when object lies beyond center of curvature, then its image lies between center of curvature and principal focus, direction of reflected light ray. So we know that this ray diagram. So here AB is object, A dash B dash, real inverted image of AB when AB lies beyond center of curvature. P pole of the given concave spherical mirror. So here AM is the incident light ray. Here AM is parallel to principal axis, AP obliquely to the principal axis. From this triangle, from this ray diagram, triangle ABP and A dash B dash P, these 2 triangles are similar triangles. Because, so let us consider these 2 triangles separately. AB object, A dash B dash image, P pole. So these 2 triangles are similar triangles because from laws of reflection, angle between incident light ray and normal at the point of incidence, if this angle is equal to theta, then this angle is also equal to theta. Therefore here this angle theta and this angle is equal to theta. Object perpendicular to the principal axis, therefore this angle is equal to 90 degree. Image perpendicular to the principal axis, this angle is equal to 90 degree. And this angle is 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta, and hence this angle 90 minus theta. Therefore these 2 triangles are similar triangles. So in case of similar triangles, we can write ratio of heights is equal to ratio of the bases. So here we don't know the height of the object. Let us say height of the object is h subscript O, height of the object, and h subscript I, height of the image. Now from these 2 similar triangles, So we can write ratio of heights is equal to ratio of the bases. Height of this triangle A dash B dash P is A dash B dash. A dash B dash divided by height of this triangle AB is equal to base of this triangle PB dash. PB dash base of this triangle PB. A dash B dash represents height of the image divided by AB represents height of the object. This is equal to PB dash, distance between pole and position of the image. This distance is known as image distance and it is represented by V. PB, distance between pole and position of the object. This distance is known as object distance and it is represented by U. Using Cartesian sign convention, H subscript high, that is height of the image. So this is downward distance perpendicular to the principal axis. Upward distances measured perpendicular to the principal axis. Downward distances measured perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as negative. Upward distances measured perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as positive. Height of the image in terms of negative sign, that is downward distance measured perpendicular to the principal axis, and hence this height of the image is in terms of negative sign. Height of the object, that is upward distance measured perpendicular to the principal axis, are taken as positive. Therefore height of the object, this is equal to all distances measured from the pole along the principal axis. If distances measured in the direction opposite to incident light are taken as negative. Here PB dash, this measurement is opposite to the direction of incident light. Therefore this V is in terms of negative sign, that is minus V. Similarly, object distance, this distance V and U, again this measurement is opposite to the direction of incident light, and hence this U is in terms of negative sign. Negative sign get cancelled. Then height of the image divided by height of the object is equal to minus V divided by U. This is equal to minus U by V. Sorry, this is equal to minus V divided by U. Therefore, we can express this linear magnification in terms of image distance and object distance. Linear magnification is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object. This is equal to image distance minus image distance divided by object distance. So this is the expression for linear magnification. For 1 mark, they may ask write the expression for linear magnification in terms of object distance and image distance. If question is like this, then you should write M is equal to minus V divided by U. Then what is the value of linear magnification? When object is placed at a different instance, at infinity, beyond center of curvature, like that. So let us see one by one. V image distance, U object distance. So let us consider concave spherical mirror. Concave spherical mirror. Outer surface is opaque, inner surface is reflecting. When object lies at infinity, the nature of the light rays parallel to the principal axis. Then light ray parallel to the principal axis. So we know that there is a need of two incident light rays and hence two reflected light rays in order to plot the position of the image. Another incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, direction of incident light ray. After reflection, these two reflected light rays meet at principal focus, direction of reflected light ray, direction of reflected light ray. So this ray diagram represents object lies at infinity. Then linear magnification is equal to m is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object. This is equal to minus v divided by u. Here v is nothing but image distance. Here image distance is equal to focal length of this concave spherical mirror, because this point is nothing but principal focus. Distance between pole and principal focus, this distance is known as focal length, and when object lies at infinity, this distance also represents image distance. Therefore here image distance is nothing but focal length of this concave spherical mirror. So v is equal to f and u is equal to infinity, because object lies at infinite distance. So here v less than u or u is greater than v. For our convenience, let us consider the magnitude value, because already I told to you people, linear magnification is a just number. It measures size of the image with respect to size of the object. If image is smaller, how much smaller? If image is bigger, how much bigger as compared with size of the object. Magnitude value of linear magnification. U is equal to infinity. Therefore v divided by infinity, image distance divided by infinity, this is equal to 0. So anything divided by infinity is equal to 0. This 0 represents size of the image is greatly diminished. When the value of linear magnification is 0, that represents size of the image is greatly diminished. And here this negative sign represents that greatly diminished image is real and inverted, because that image is due to convergent beam of light. Similarly, when object lies beyond center of curvature, when object lies beyond center of curvature, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis, beyond center of curvature, direction of a reflected light ray. When object lies beyond center of curvature, then its image lies between center of curvature and principal focus. So this is our object distance, so sorry, image distance v, and this one is object distance u. Then linear magnification is equal to minus v divided by u. V is less than u, numerator value is less than denominator value, Therefore, this ratio is less than 1. So, linear magnification less than 1 means size of the image is diminished, not greatly diminished. And this negative sign represents that image is real and inverted. When an object lies at the center of curvature, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis, then image also lies at center of curvature. Object distance, image distance, the linear magnification is equal to minus V divided by U. So, its magnitude value is equal to, here U is equal to V, therefore, linear magnification is equal to 1. When linear magnification is 1, that represents height of the image is equal to height of the object, and this negative sign represents this image is real and inverted. Similarly, when object lies, it is at center of curvature, in between center of curvature and principal focus, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis, in between center of curvature and principal focus, center of curvature, and this point is principal focus. Then the image lies beyond center of curvature, and nature of this image is real inverted and magnified. Linear magnification is equal to minus V divided by U. This is equal to V is greater than U. Therefore, numerator value is greater than denominator value, and hence this ratio is greater than 1. The linear magnification is greater than 1, that represents image is magnified, and this negative sign represents image is real and inverted. When the object lies at the principal focus, in case of concave spherical mirror, object lies at principal focus, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis, passes to principal focus because this incident light ray is parallel to the principal axis. Incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis, and hence reflected light ray is also obliquely to the principal axis. So, we will get a parallel light beam. So, they are going to meet at infinite distance. We can say these two light rays are going to meet at infinite distance. Therefore, image lies at infinite distance. Here V is equal to infinity and U is equal to focal length, because the object lies at principal focus. Then linear magnification is equal to minus V divided by U. This is equal to V is equal to infinity. So infinity divided by object distance. So this is equal to infinity. So numerator value is very greater than denominator value. When linear magnification is equal to infinity, that represents size of the image is greatly magnified, and this negative sign represents nature of that image is real and inverted. When an object lies between principal focus and pole, so let us say this point is principal focus, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis. Then light ray passes through principal focus, and incident light ray is parallel to the principal axis, principal focus. Light ray obliquely to the principal axis, then reflected light ray is also obliquely to the principal axis, because incidental light ray is obliquely to the principal axis. So we will get a divergent light beam. They never meet with each other in forward direction. So I am going to proceed these two light rays in backward direction. So this pointer represents position of the image distance, object distance. Then linear magnification is equal to minus V divided by U. Here image distance is greater than object distance, numerator value is greater than denominator value. Image distance, linear magnification is equal to minus V divided by U. So V is greater than U, therefore linear magnification is greater than 1. So linear magnification is greater than 1 means we will get a magnified image. And here applying Cartesian sign convention, this distance is image distance V, this distance is object distance U. This measurement is in the direction of incident light, therefore this V is in terms of positive sign, positive into negative, negative. Object distance, this measurement opposite to the direction of incident light, therefore U is in terms of negative sign. Negative sign get cancelled, then we will get this ratio is in terms of positive sign, and that positive sign represents nature of the image is virtual and erect. Greater than 1 represents that image is magnified, that is in case of concave spherical mirror. Similarly, in case of convex spherical mirror, outer surface is reflecting, inner surface is opaque. An object lies at infinity, then incident light rays parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, we will get a divergent beam of light. By proceeding these two light rays in backward direction, they are going to meet at some point, and that point is known as principal focus. So here this point is principal focus. And image distance is equal to focal length. Then linear magnification is equal to minus V divided by U. This is equal to, this measurement is in the direction of incident light, because direction of incident light is left to right. Direction of measurement left to right. So both are in same direction, therefore this V is in terms of positive sign. Positive into negative, negative. Next, U, object distance. This measurement is opposite to the direction of incident light. Therefore this U is in terms of negative sign. Negative sign get cancelled. Then this whole ratio is in terms of positive sign, and that positive sign represents the nature of the image is virtual and erect. And here object distance is infinity, because object lies at infinite distance. Therefore anything divided by infinity, again this is equal to 0. This 0 represents size of the image is greatly diminished, and the ratio in terms of positive sign represents this image is virtual and erect. See here, minus V divided by U, this is equal to minus, this measurement is in the direction of incident light, therefore this is in terms of positive sign. This measurement is in the direction opposite to incident light, therefore U is in terms of negative sign. This is equal to plus V divided by U. This plus V divided by U represents nature of the image is virtual and erect. When object is placed anywhere between infinity and pole, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray obliquely to the principal axis. So this is nothing but principal focus. A reflected light ray. Again, by proceeding these two light rays in forward direction, they never meet with each other. Therefore, I am going to proceed these two light rays in a backward direction. So here I will get an intersecting point behind the mirror, and this point represents position of the image. Then linear magnification is equal to minus U by V divided by U. Again this measurement is in the direction of incident light. V positive, positive into negative, negative. This measurement is opposite to the direction of incident light. U is in terms of negative sign. Negative sign get cancelled. This whole ratio is in terms of positive sign. And here image distance is less than object distance. That means numerator value is less than denominator value. Therefore, this linear magnification is less than 1. So less than 1 means height of the image is less than height of the object. So depending upon the value of linear magnification, we can analyze size of the image. If linear magnification is equal to 0, then size of the image is greatly diminished. If linear magnification is less than 1, we will get diminished image. Linear magnification is equal to 1, then height of the image is equal to height of the object. If linear magnification is greater than 1, we will get magnified image. Linear magnification is equal to infinity, then we will get greatly magnified image. Linear magnification is greater than 1, magnified image. Linear magnification is equal to 0, greatly diminished image. Linear magnification is less than 1, diminished image. So like this, depending upon the value of linear magnification, we can analyze size of the image. So this is all about linear magnification. Next class, I am going to take a refraction of light.